high maintenance, high class living for the executive folks, and there's not that many of them. It's like everybody's not an executive. There's less executives than there are bottom floor workers. Like, come on now, it's crazy.
Yeah, price of Austin has definitely been skyrocketing. And it is crazy and it's sad, man. And it just, once a culture builds something up and make it what it is, and people come to a different city, that, oh, I like this, I'm going to move here. Mm-hmm. And then they move in, the prices go up, and it change the culture. And then it's not the same thing anymore. Like, you just came here for a reason that's not really the reason you moved here for, you know?
Yeah.
Like, also used to be the live music capital of the world. And it's still coined the live music capital of the world, but, I mean, it's so hard now to make a living doing music. Yeah. I think that's anywhere, you know? But really,
why did it come to live music capital of the world anyway? Is it because there's so many festivals or something that got live music, or there's live music going on every day or something?
It's supposed to be live music every day.
If so, where is it at?
I mean, you have it downtown still, but it's just not prevalent. It's not everywhere no more.
Yeah, because random times I'll go downtown and I'll see, it might be somebody, a band or something, but it's not every time I go downtown I see a band or something performing or something like that.
Well, it depends on what time you go downtown. Like, it used to be all night, but now, like, if you go, like, a lot of clubs open up maybe, like, at 5 or 6.
Oh, some clubs open all day.
Yeah, so...
not clubs, bars.
Some bars open, like, at 5 or 6, and because of that, that's when they bring in live performances. Because that's how we had our event, right? We had our event, it was from 1 to about 8. At 8 o'clock hit, you know, 8:30, then it switched to a DJ with DJ music. So that's how a lot of places are, but it's just hard to make a living because Austin, you look just at 6th Street, but you got Warehouse District, you got places all around town, and that's just how they market it. And because of that, you brought in the festivals. So with the festival come money, but with the money come more people, which means y'all need to stay your ass out of Austin. Do not move to Austin.
And a lot of times people from California come, and their cost of living is so much higher than Texas. They think it's normal for these rising prices. Like, this ain't normal. This ain't good.
Nah, because a lot of people can't afford it, so they're getting it pushed out. And there's no major bus routes outside of Austin, so therefore, if you have to move into the city or move outside of Austin, you get screwed.
Yep.
So, I mean, we need to step our game up in the city. I guess they did a lot of voting, because out here in Elgin, we got at least, one? We got one bus. We got a metro here now. Yeah, that takes you into Austin.
Yeah, every morning. I think it picks you up in the morning, drop you off at night.
Something like that, or like periodic throughout the day, you come through too. But I mean, that's just Austin. That's how Austin is now, man. And sad to say, but I mean, it's good and bad, right? And so,
yeah,
I think at the end of the day, it comes down to people. Me, I firmly believe in getting an education, voting, putting the right people in place to help change the rules and the laws. Sure. Vote local, because you've been seeing what happened with Donald Trump. I mean, it's crazy.
Speaking of him, I seen the picture. Well, not a picture, but a video today. It was what was it? The organization.
NATO?
All the worlds, NATO. It was NATO, and they was taking a picture. So Donald Trump made his way to pushing like 2-3 people out the way so he could just be in front of the picture and stand with his chest poked out, his hair breezing in the wind, his tie breezing in the wind. People made an issue of it, but I like it though. Show them, I'm a beast, I'm a hog, I want all this attention. I'm Donald Trump. I should be the leader of NATO. Oh, and I saw that, okay, they said they invited Donald Trump so he could reassure NATO that the United States are behind them in this tragic time that what happened happened overseas. Okay, at the Ariana Grande concert, okay. But when Donald Trump got up there, he actually started talking about Well, there's countries in NATO that still owe America a lot of money. Like they want us to do this, but we're still owed this, and people was getting mad at that, which I find no reason to get mad at. If it's an agreement that we do this, we do such and such and such, and y'all pay us for this, we're supposed to get paid, and when we don't get paid, we're not supposed to bring it up. Why not?
I don't think it's about not bringing it up, because of course you want to get paid for it. But there's a time and place for everything, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that place is not the time and place for that moment to bring that up. It basically showboating. It basically try to maneuver your power, which we in the United States of America, one of the best countries in the world despite all of our issues, one of the more powerful countries in the world despite all of our issues. And yeah, you want to flex your muscle, but at what point to where now nobody going to work with you, and something happens, you ain't got nobody to have your back, all because of your leader, then what happens? So it's a time and place. Like I tell kids all the time, there's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like in the middle of graduation, graduation about to come down. It's like in the middle of graduation, somebody get up there, grab the mic and be like, before we graduate, you going to pay me my money to one of your classmates.
That's different.
That ain't different. It's the same
thing. Y'all gonna be split up for the rest of your life. Y'all probably ain't never gonna see you again.
It's not different.
That's different. That's totally different. They're not supposed to work together. Those two classmates are not supposed to work together.
Yes, you are.
NATO and America are supposed to work together. America and Britain are supposed to work together.
Different. It's not different. Because you do work with different. You do work with each other. We work with each other in this world.
That's like that's like if you could say this school and this school owe this school money, then.
No,
that's different. That's how.
But they're in the same organization, which is NATO. NATO and the United States are at that point. They wasn't like separate entities. They were like in that school. Like I'm an individual, you an individual. If we go to the same school, even though we're individual, we're in this same school, this same environment. So therefore, we're in the sense one entity, and that's the same thing. Yes, NATO is made up of different countries all across the world. But when y'all come to the NATO meeting, you're not discussing what, this person owed me, what that person owed me. You're discussing what's going on around the world. And then in the back door, then you make those discussions. You still owe me money. We're not going to do X, Y, and Z for you until you start paying us.
It's a meeting. It's a NATO meeting. Why would you not bring it up in a NATO meeting?
Because that's not the purpose of a NATO meeting.
Well, what? What's the purpose? The purpose was to reassure that we're still standing behind Great Britain. No,
the purpose of NATO. Only reason why that became the purpose was because of what Trump did by leaking, telling Russia information that was given to him from our allies. That wouldn't exist if Trump hadn't did what he did, but Trump did, and so therefore.
Are you talking about the bombing?
No.
Oh,
he was supposed to. That's why. Countries are scared to give the United States of America president information that he is in cahoots with Russia, and he will give them information, you know.
And it's been proven he will.
And so, therefore, that's why it became a reassurance thing because of what he done, you know. And NATO is supposed to, everybody in NATO, well, majority of everybody in NATO is supposed to work with each other against different causes, ISIS and global warming or whatever else they come together with an agenda. And then outside of that, you could discuss, individual quarrels with each other country. That's not the platform to do it.
But wouldn't this be the best platform? Like, okay, y'all want us to back you up.
Do that in private.
Why?
They're not the time and place.
No. I'd rather hash it out here and be like, y'all want us to back you up.
In front of the country.
Pay us our money.
That's petty.
Our citizens
You're petty.
Deserve this money.
Yeah. And you can do that on the back door talking to you. You could do that on the news a different way. You could go on their own news station. You could do it a different way. Not at that.
Why would you do it in their news station? Why would it get... How will we know in America what they're talking about over there?
Or our news station. He do it all the time. At that point in time, there's a time and place for everything. Like the analogy that I gave with the graduation. There's a time and place for everything. That wasn't the time nor the place for that statement. But he do what he want to do. He got voted in, so not by majority of America. So I mean, I won't say it is what it is. I just say this is a lesson to everybody that didn't vote, everybody that stayed at home, that protest vote, that voted for him. Like, you have poor people in the Rust Belt that will voted for him because they want to appeal Obamacare, not knowing that the Affordable Care Act was Obamacare, and now their health insurance is about to get stripped. Or the Muslim,
uneducated people,
or the Muslim, family that voted for Trump thinking he gonna do something, and then her husband get deported. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, he told you what he was, or the Hispanic family, or the Hispanic that voted for him, saying, yeah, get rid of illegal immigrants. But now they're no sanctuary city. Even though you may not be a legal immigrant, they can still harass you because they think you're illegal.
But all you gotta do is show them your papers, and you good. You ain't gotta worry about getting killed. That's
still racial profiling.
You don't gotta worry about getting killed or going to jail because of it, because you're a Mexican.
Racial profiling. Ask how many black people died because of racial profiling.
That's what I'm saying. We die. They don't die.
We don't know. We don't know that they do, but there are studies. We may be die at more of alarming rate, and we're more boisterous when stuff happens. But there have been other Asian communities that cops abused and killed. Dirty cops, not all cops. Dirty cops.
Yeah.
The law has set up to abuse and destroy Hispanics. I see stories just like I see black stories. Only the difference is we're so loud and ingratiate in American culture with this happening that we're loud and voice our opinion more.
And it happens a lot more.
I said that. I said that. It happens more based on our percentage.
No, you just said more. You gotta say a lot more.
Based on our percentage.
It's isolated things when it comes down to the Asians. It's isolated. It's not like that everywhere. It's not like that everywhere.
But Asians not everywhere. That's the problem.
Bullshit.
They not the second. They're everywhere, but they still not the second. Like, it's Hispanics, and then there's black as far as the number of the minorities than Asians. They still have their own different type of fear, and a lot of them are quiet, and so they don't say nothing.
I bet there's a nice sized community of Asians in every large city.
There is a nice side in every large city.
So they're everywhere.
In large city, there's black people in every large city, but we're still a minority.
That's because
that don't mean nothing.
Getting killed off.
And not just because you get kicked off, we're still
a minority. Killed off for years.
Yeah, but we still a minority.
Centuries.
Out here in Elgin, there's more whites out here than there are blacks.
Yeah, of course.
Out in the Rust Belt, when I went on tour, there'll be cities where I'm the only black person. But me and the artist I was touring with, Saul Paul, at the time, we were the only black people in the whole community. Like, we're still a minority. But we are prevalent in the major cities because that's where the majority of us come into. And so, yeah, there's going to be a large demographics but they're going to be concentrated. It's still not going to have the same amount of numbers as other minorities. And then they also splinter too because all Asians not Asian. You got Korean, you got Vietnamese, you got Indian, so.
How about this? Where's the sanctuary city for black people?
What?
Where's the sanctuary cities for black people?
I mean, there is none.
Where is there a city where we can go? We can feel safe.
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
But I mean, there's a different thing, man. Like they don't stop
more
us.
Serious?
They don't. No, I ain't saying it's more serious. They don't stop us because we look illegal. They stop us because we look like a suspect to them.
They stop us because we're black, not because we look like a suspect. Because we're black.
We're black.
They don't even have to have a suspect in anything. They just stop us because we're black. Our color of our skin.
Boy. But there have to be a meaning behind it, though.
Dude. The meaning is we're black. They stop us because we're black. That's
but
the
why?
meaning.
Because we black. Why?
What's the
stereotype? What's the stereotype?
They might have drugs on them. Bro.
Okay.
They're violent.
Okay.
Or some bad. It's some bad stereotype.
So there you go. Because they see us, like not all of them, but a lot of people see black people and
because they were taught. They were taught.
They were taught. They what they see on TV. Because they see all of that. Yes.